2025 brought us major moments, a Super Bowl for the ages, a plane crash in Northeast Philly, and a summer that smelled really, really bad. I'm NBC 10's Matt DeLucia. Join me for a look back at what made headlines in the Philadelphia region this year.
They lined the riverfront to watch fireworks light up the sky.
We just here to have fun. Start our 2025 off right.
And the year started with new roles in government, including the first transgender member of Congress, Sarah McBride from Delaware.
For me, I am here to fight for all Delawareans.
And New Jersey's Andy Kim, who went from representative to senator.
I'm a son of immigrants, a public school kid. Whoever thought that I'd have this chance.
And who would think a book would be a centerpiece to an Eagle player's motivation? A.J. Brown's sideline reading material flew off the shelves quicker than, well,
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagle!
Or, if you prefer,
E-L-G-S-E-S, Eagles!
It must have worked because
we're going to the Super Bowl!
The Birds beat the Commanders in the NFC Championship 55-23. The Sixers had some big plans of their own. 2024 was all about building an arena in Center City. But this year,
this is a curveball that none of us saw coming.
Now the new arena will be built in South Philly. Delaware got a new governor.
I'm Matthew Meyer.
And the country got a new president.
The golden age of America begins right now.
But January ended with two major tragedies. 67 people died when a plane and a helicopter crashed near Washington, D.C., including 28 members of the figure skating community, some from our area.
So, what do we do? What's next?
2 days after that crash,
all the dead bike units over here to Cotman and Boulevard and Bustleton. A plane just crashed into the plaza where Macy's at.
Aboard that medical flight, a child and her mom heading home.
So we were just interacting with them, joking.
All 6 people on the flight and 2 on the ground were killed.
I saw everything. Everything is explosion and like pieces of metal.
February started on a higher note as the Birds were bound for the Big Easy.
I think the main message is just to go out there and focus and go out there and fight to finish.
Ready to cheer for one of the greatest teams in the world, them Birds.
Members of the Bird Gang, they flocked from all over to take part in the Super Bowl week excitement.
The passion paid off.
For the second time, the Vince Lombardi Trophy is headed to Philadelphia.
We stopped Mahomes for the 3-peat because we're getting it.
And the party came back to Broad Street.
We are the champions, my friend. There we go, come on!
Like, I haven't had this much fun in a long time.
It's built off of endurance, it's built off of strength.
And spirit that's a cut above.
I bleed for this city!
February 17th. Abington was ablaze.
The fire broke out before 10 on Monday night. 68 fire companies have come in to help, yet the fire continues to burn in the center of the facility.
The SPS factory, which manufactures aerospace parts, burned for days.
It was huge black plumes going crazy.
Couldn't walk out here and your eyes didn't burn. You didn't have a headache all day.
We also saw a longtime resident of the Delaware waterfront disembark after 30 years.
The steamship United States finally left her home in South Philly, where she's been since the mid-90s.
It's a shame to see it go, but better be a reef than a scrap of metal.
And now she's almost ready to be sunk off the Gulf Coast. February 26th.
When I came in realizing that somebody had my mother in handcuffs.
2 restaurant owners from Haddon Township were detained by immigration officers following a raid. Kalal Eminet was released the same day, but his wife Emina was held for 2 weeks. The immigration case is still unresolved. March 18th, an eagle leaves the nest. 2-time Super Bowl winner Brandon Graham says goodbye.
While my time on the field is coming to an end, my love for this team and city will never fade.
Spoiler alert, though, his retirement doesn't last. March also marked the end of an era. The Macy's in Center City closed its doors. and many came to see the famous organ.
I remember as a small child coming here, and I just needed to see it on its very last day.
Plans are now in the works to revive this space. And the month ended with a hit, several of them.
If the home opener doesn't give you all the feels, then I'm not totally sure we could ever be friends.
The Fightins won 6-1. April began with something we haven't seen since the 70s, a train making an actual stop at Franklin Square.
It's been here since the 1930s, and we've added this whole new flair and design.
The newly renovated stop on the Patco line was brought back to bring new life to Old City and Chinatown. April 13th, the Pennsylvania governor's residence was set on fire while Josh Shapiro and his family were inside.
Through broken windows, a glimpse inside the now charred state dining room of the governor's residence in Harrisburg, an act of arson.
We have to be better than this.
The suspect, Cody Balmer, later pled guilty and was sentenced to 25 to 50 years in prison. April 21st.
This is going to be devastating for a lot of people.
The company that ran Taylor Hospital and Crozier-Chester Medical Center announced it was shutting down and laying off more than 2,600 workers.
Looking at the patients today, and telling them that we're not going to treat them anymore.
Taylor Hospital closed April 26th, while Crozier shut down less than a week later. April also brought the mourning of the Holy Father.
Very emotional. I'm trying not to cry every minute.
Pope Francis died at the age of 88.
And I think the Lord said, Pope Francis, good work.
Ocean County got hit with a massive wildfire.
My life was my warehouse, it was my business for the past 30 years.
This morning, Liberty Door and Awning president Bob Nosty got his first look at his family business after the Jones Road wildfire ripped it apart.
Authorities called it an act of arson. April 28th.
It was not hail to the Chiefs here at the White House. It was go Birds.
The Super Bowl champs paid a visit to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Here, I remember as a little boy, the championship teams that came to the White House, and I never dreamed we'd be able to, have a team and be as good as this.
And some probably would never dream they would say the words, Delco Pooper.
The 44-year-old sits on the hood, or not showing the most graphic parts of the video, including when she appeared to defecate on the car.
A case of apparent road rage in Prospect Park quickly became viral. The woman in the video was charged with indecent exposure and other crimes.
It can't happen in this community. No town wants this to happen in their town.
Christina Salametto went into a first-time offender program and was ordered to community service. May came with a puff of white smoke and a pope from America.
For decades, it's been said there could never be an American pope for a variety of reasons. Well, in the church, you should never say never.
Pope Leo XIV, better known by his friends as Robert Prevost, including those at his alma mater, Villanova.
We've always known what a gift Pope Leo XIV is.
Memorial Day came to a violent end in Fairmount Park.
9 people between the ages of 15 and 28 years old shot and 2 people killed. That's how the unofficial start of the summer began in Philadelphia.
From tragedy to a miracle.
You look so smart, KJ.
A 9-month-old with a rare disorder and a 50-50 mortality rate left Children's Hospital Philadelphia after receiving a groundbreaking gene editing therapy called CRISPR. It was the first time a patient had received a personalized gene editing drug.
He is always happy, always smiling.
June 14th marked the first No Kings rally across the country and in Philadelphia, protesting the Trump administration's policies.
I felt it incumbent upon myself to, exercise my civic duties.
But in Westchester, a man found himself in handcuffs.
Investigators later said that he had a loaded gun tucked into his waistband, magazines, knives, and other items.
Kevin Krebs pled guilty in December to possessing an unregistered firearm or explosive device and could face a decade in prison. Trouble also came to Central Bucks with a report of alleged abuse at Jamison Elementary School.
Make no mistake, the district let you down.
The school district later fired the superintendent and principal at the school. And it was a wake-up call no one expected or wanted.
This all happened Just before 5 o'clock this morning, neighbors tell me they heard a loud boom, followed by their homes shaking.
One person died and 2 others were injured when several row homes collapsed in the Nicetown neighborhood.
The community, the family and friends, we are here for each other.
Just to be a safe space, to say we are here to help you.
Coming soon to Philly, a professional women's basketball team.
Philly deserves the best women's basketball team that attracts the best players in the world.
The WNBA team, which has not yet been named, is expected to make its debut in the 2030 season. July came with a lot of fireworks.
Breaking news, 9,000 union workers are now on the picket line.
District Council 33 went on strike, leaving trash to pile up on the streets and sidewalks of Philly.
You see it now. It's all over the place. And that's just one day, 1 week.
The horrible is stank. And it's getting worse because of the heat.
For nearly 2 weeks.
This is disgusting. This is so disgusting.
Even celebrities didn't want to cross the picket line. Wawa Welcome America performers LL Cool J and Jasmine Sullivan backed out.
There's absolutely no way that I could perform cross a picket line.
July 9th.
We just learned a deal has been reached to end the strike.
But even union leaders didn't walk away fully satisfied.
He used the word unfortunately when he told us that a deal had been reached, saying he is not happy with the outcome this morning.
July 16th.
I believe a whole bunch of us were just struck by lightning.
Lightning struck an archery range in Jackson Township, New Jersey. A man was killed and more than a dozen others were injured, including children.
He was funny and a good guy and always focused on trying to do the right thing.
July 17th, former Philadelphia police officer Mark Dial was sentenced for shooting and killing 27-year-old Eddie Irizarry, who was sitting in his car 2 years ago. He got 9.5 months, but already served 10, and the judge granted immediate parole.
If it was me and I would have committed this crime, I would have been years. I would have been doing life in prison.
Mark mistakenly believed that Mr. Irizarry had a gun. His partner yelled, gun, and Mark reacted, fearing for his life.
August came with big honors for 2 former Phils.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Rollins.
Shortstop Jimmy Rollins and general manager Ed Wade were immortalized on the Phillies Wall of Fame. August 14th, no deal. Since Pennsylvania lawmakers did not reach a deal on funding, SEPTA began preparing for a 20% service cuts.
Without a mass transit funding bill, there will be service cuts across the board, including along routes like Ridge Avenue, where we are.
Those cuts came 10 days later and fare increases at the beginning of September.
Major SEPTA cuts are now underway.
A judge later ordered SEPTA to restore all service that was cut. August 21st, chaos on campus.
I saw a lot of people stand up and in a panic start to just mass exit towards me.
Students and staff at Villanova were told to barricade doors and shelter in place.
We are covering reports of an active shooter at Villanova University.
In the end,
this whole thing was a cruel hoax.
There was another false claim of a shooter 3 days later.
There's something going on outside, and they don't want people exiting the church. Thank you very much. Here we go again.
So far, no one has been held accountable. Late August also saw a visit from Hurricane Erin.
A summer display of nature that's new to some who have vacationed for years at the Jersey Shore.
We haven't seen anything like this.
Heavy rain and wind pounded the coastline, sending floodwaters surging into the streets. And how about this for an act of heroism? A child seen walking on the monorail track at Hershey Park until
a dramatic rescue by a Bucks County dad.
I think it really kicked in because I am a father of 3, and seeing a child in danger is a really, really big thing.
The young boy made it down safely. September, the Super Bowl birds were back, and back with a bang.
Where my fans at? Right around here. They going down, baby. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly they did, taking down the Cowboys 24-20 in the nationally televised home opener. The next night, it was the Phillies' turn to get some national attention, but not for a big play. It's what happened in the stands. A woman demands a father and son give up their home run ball.
Felt like super dad. I got the ball for him.
I could walk back and I'm walking like this and I put it in his glove.
The woman was nicknamed Philly's Karen, and the father-son duo got redemption from the Phils after the game. September 10th, local students react to the assassination of political activist Charlie Kirk while he spoke in Utah.
He's literally meeting students where they are.
Fear is not from God. And as a Christian, I feel like that's something that I've always embodied, and I can't live my life continuing to be in fear.
September 21st, Bernie Parent, a two-time Stanley Cup champion and the greatest goaltender in Flyers history, died at the age of 80.
No one did it better between the pipes than Bernie did during his 10 seasons with the Orange and Black.
And summer ended with something that hasn't been seen in decades. Camden, New Jersey marked its first summer without a homicide in 50 years.
People were afraid to come outside.
Just 2 decades ago, Camden was considered one of the most dangerous cities in the U.S.
Now that they've experienced a different life, they want to maintain it.
October started with some bad news for SEPTA. The Federal Railroad Administration issued urgent mandates following several fires on regional rail cars.
Yesterday, the trains were safe. Today, the trains are safe.
What followed were weeks of emergency inspections and at one point repeated cancellations as trains were pulled for repairs.
Train 809 has been canceled.
The Phillies season reached the last stop a bit early. The team lost to the Dodgers in the NLDS.
That one was different. Guys, that was different.
From sports radio,
devastated. Oh, I'm just gutted. There's so much pain.
To Deerhead Hot Dogs in Wilmington.
It was just a heartbreak, man.
October 13th, the U.S. Marines celebrated a big birthday with a parade through the city.
Actually, our son's a lieutenant commander in the Navy, and he's here for the 250th anniversary.
In October, we also saw an all-out search for a missing woman named Kata Scott.
Dozens and dozens of cadets searched for any sign of the missing 23-year-old.
Days later, a man was arrested and charged with her kidnapping. And on October 18th, the search came to a tragic end.
That the remains have been identified as Kata Scott using DNA evidence.
I've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't even know what to say.
She was shot in the head and left in a wooded area. The suspect already under arrest, Keon King, is now charged with her murder. October 20th. Back to the nest.
We coming back, baby.
Oh, give it up, give it up! Brandon Graham came out of retirement to rejoin the Eagles for his 16th season. And October 29th.
This is 93.3 WMMR.
A day the music died. Longtime radio DJ at WMMR, Pierre Robert, died unexpectedly at his home.
We're still coming to terms. Our friend is gone so suddenly.
This 70-year-old had a major impact on rock music, setting off tributes from around the music world. An official cause of death was not made public. In November, with the government shutdown ongoing, SNAP benefits became the next casualty, leaving millions of Americans looking for their next meal.
Right now, I'm just surviving.
Partial benefits began to trickle out in some states, but weren't fully restored until the shutdown ended. November 4th, Election Day. Philadelphia re-elected District Attorney Larry Krasner, and New Jersey elected a new governor, Democrat Mikey Sherrill.
Man, with this vote, you guys just screamed from the rooftops.
November 7th, the government shutdown hits the sky as airlines are told to chop 10% of their flights in major cities.
It's just a big question as to what's going to happen once you get here.
Thousands of flights were delayed or canceled, leaving big questions ahead of the holiday travel season. But then, on November 12th...
And it's an honor now to sign this incredible bill and get our country working again.
The House passed a Senate bill after several Democrats joined Republicans to fund the government through January, ending the shutdown. That same day.
Lauren, today is the day we finally have a deal.
Yeah, today's the day, Fred, 4.5 months after it was due.
We stayed at the table, and we all stood up for the things that mattered most.
On the 18th, the stars were shining.
After much anticipation, Philadelphia finally joins the Michelin Guide, with 3 restaurants earning the city's first coveted stars.
November 25th.
Thank you to NBC 10.
After nearly 30 years behind the anchor desk, NBC 10's Tracy Davidson said farewell.
Thank you to our viewers for inviting us into your homes. You are the reason we do what we do.
In December, Atlantic City's mayor went on trial for allegedly abusing his teenage daughter.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, jury.
He was found not guilty on all charges.
56 home runs, career high in RBIs, 132 RBIs. I mean, you need Schwarber in the lineup.
Kyle Schwarber will continue hitting Schwarbombs for the Phillies. The slugger signed a 5-year, $150 million deal to stay with the team. December 10th.
Chester, you guys ready to make history tonight? For the first time in the history of the city of Chester, we will have a black female police commissioner.
With fidelity.
She is sworn in.
December 14th, Philly got its first taste of snow for the season.
Go Birds! Oh, yeah!
December 16th.
A final salute to a public servant known and loved for his larger-than-life personality.
Highway Patrol Officer Andy Chan died 6 years after an accident that left him critically injured. The 24-year veteran of Philadelphia Police was posthumously awarded the Medal of Excellence, an honor that going forward will bear his name.
Andy lived as a legend.
For the second year in a row.
And on December 20th, for the first time in 21 years, there's a back-to-back NFC East Division winner. And yeah, it's the Birds.
Go Birds, baby!
And that's all for 2025 as we saw it in and around Philadelphia. We here at NBC 10, Telemundo 62, and NBC Sports Philadelphia want to wish you and your loved ones a happy and healthy 2026.